everybody, Sam here. Assalamu alaikum. This is my sister-in-law Sharfa. And say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so today we are going to do a video on marriage in Islam. We're going to do two videos actually. This one, our first one, we came across a article online. Go ahead and read the
Okay, so we
title.
decided to Google like marriage in Islam just in general just to see, and this article actually came up.
Read the title.
This is marriage in Islam, and they said the 20 questions to give you marriage directions. Now, that seems so ambiguous. Like, give you marriage, like, just what do you even mean?
Okay, so we skipped. It's a lot of reading. We skipped it. Honestly, I don't feel like it. I'm lazy.
I don't have my glasses.
So we
I can't
skipped
see.
right to the questions.
Okay.
And
the first question is, what do you want in your husband? So she's actually already married. I'm not married. I am single, not ready to mingle.
I'm super married, so please don't try to mingle.
Yeah, exactly. So the first question is, what do you want in a husband? So before you got married, which was a decade ago, what did you want in a husband?
I actually wasn't looking for a husband because I was 17 when I got married, and I didn't see myself getting married for at least a decade. And then I met this crazy man, and I don't know, the Lord directed me towards him. But yeah, so I wasn't looking. I didn't have anything in mind because I was not looking. When I got married, I wasn't looking to get married.
So it just kind of like happened.
Yeah.
For me, okay, what do I want in a husband?
The basics.
Like, I feel like I want somebody like who's honest, of course, who has a concept of his life and like what he wants. You know, that's a good question because I don't think about marriage like that. Like, I don't think about like, oh, what do I want in a husband? I just kind of feel like whatever, like, you know, man plan, but Allah is the best of all planner. So I feel like I can't really think it through because you don't know who you're gonna end up with. To be honest, I can't really be like, oh, like I want this like specifics because I don't know.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I feel like I want someone who's honest, of course. Who's like a good person. Yeah, like the basics. Like I don't know, like
loyalty,
just a decent,
respect.
like just a decent human being. I'm not asking for too much, but I don't think about it that often. So it's just
Next question.
Next question is, what do you not want in your husband? Well, like dishonest.
Yeah. Back to the basics.
Yeah, dishonesty.
Disloyalty.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
A lot of D's.
Any type of abuse.
Yeah.
Those
not being able to just be an adult and handle his responsibilities, to be honest. Like,
right. Uphold their end of the
bargain.
Contract.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's a marriage contract.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
And then the next question is, if I had to ask your friends to describe you in one word, what would that be?
Me crazy, obviously. that's the go-to.
Okay,
always
so for me,
so.
I'm gonna have to say blunt.
Oh yeah.
I'm very blunt.
Honest,
I feel like, I'm blunt. This is a good one. Do you wake up to prayer Fajr on time?
Mind your business.
It's like a good question though, because a lot of people like, no, but if you're about to get married, that is a good question. Do the person pray? Because prayer is important.
Sure, yeah.
So that is a question to ask. Like,
oh,
hey.
Okay. I just forgot that we were talking about marriage, and I just thought in general, like, you don't just go around asking people like that.
No, this is like asking like your future spouse, like, oh, do you pray? Yeah, like, okay, some people don't pray.
Yeah,
some people only pray sometimes. So it depends. So, do you wake up? Well, me. Yeah, like you have to. It's kind of incumbent.
And you need to also consider, you know, some people are, you know, they're in different points in their journey, you know, through with Islam. So,
yeah.
You know, some people might fall off with their prayers and salah and everything, and some people might stop wearing a scarf for a while. But when you're looking to get married, you need to make sure you find somebody that's ready, so if they're not even able to keep up with their prayers, are they ready to put in the work for a marriage?
Yeah.
And if they
if they
can't do the easiest,
yeah, I was just about to say, if they can't make the commitment to just a 5-time prayer, like, you can't commit.
They're not ready for marriage.
Yeah, it's just that's actually realistic.
So that's a really good question, actually.
That is. Number 5 is, what is the relationship between you and your family? Which is also a very, very good question.
It's super important.
Yeah, like
some people can have too close of a relationship with their family, and they can be too involved in your marriage, and it can cause problems. And then there can be people who are not involved at all, and it can
be kind of difficult, actually, because you just know that person. You don't know them through their family. You don't know any, like, background, I guess you could say. Like, you don't know anything. It's just, like, them, because they've, like, basically cut themselves off from their family. It's always, like, important to have a good relationship with your family. Now, me personally, I would love for my husband to get along with my family. Like inshallah, when I do get married, like, I would love for him to be able to communicate with my family and be able to sit around and just, because, at the end of the day, like, everybody's family. Like, we're not trying to be all tense, like, and awkward. Like, when you go around your in-laws, it's like that. Like, you know how people are sometimes. It's like, I don't want that.
You want to get along, you want
to be all friendly and stuff.
Right.
Okay, the number 6 is, have you had any previous relations?
Mind your business. I don't. Now, listen. If this is important to you, like, okay, I can get why it would be important to you, because you're looking at it as, people are supposed to be able to hold out until marriage. But you also have to keep in mind the reality of,
people could have previous
2019. Marriage. The society that we're living in today, it's unrealistic to expect everybody to be virgins. Especially when you're looking at, like, revert Muslims.
People who are
not brought up. Yeah, exactly. On the teachings of Islam, so they might not have saved themselves for marriage. So you have to keep that in mind when you're
searching for a husband, a wife,
and definitely
anything.
Don't just judge people for that.
And definitely you have to base it off, even if the person is born and raised Muslim, you have to base it off, okay, one, were they married before? Because, people do get married, people do have divorces, yes, it's frowned upon in Islam, but at the end of the day, things happen. You can't just, like, be like, oh, I'm going to be married to this person. We don't know. Like, man planned, but Allah is the best of all planners at the end of the day. There could be a tragic accident that happened. Like, you don't really know the person's history, so you can't really say, well, a lot of people put so much value on, like, virginity, and it's like, you don't know that person's situation,
and you don't know
why
story.
They're not, or why they are, like, so that's actually a very good question. But at the same time, me personally, I don't feel like it's a necessary question. I don't know, it's just weird if you think about it. Like, that's how do you really ask that, to be honest? Oh, this one's a good one. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Well, it's already been 10 years for you.
Oh, yeah. It has been almost 10 years. It's coming up. It's getting there.
Where are you at where you want it to be?
I am not a planner, so I didn't really have a 10-year plan or a 5-year plan for my marriage or my career choices or anything like that. So, but I'm pretty happy with it. I've got 2 beautiful, healthy, genius babies. So, my man's still pretty hot.
You have 3.
Yeah, I said 3.
You said 2.
Did I say 2?
You totally said 2.
You're lying.
Oh, we're keeping that in there.
Oh,
you said 2.
Man.
Wow, so you just forgot about
Which
Imani.
one did I forget about, though? You don't know it was Imani.
That's
so
true.
how you
But
gonna
she's
tell?
the youngest, and the youngest always get forgotten.
I definitely wasn't forgetting about her.
Where do I see myself in 10 years?
Yeah. How many kids?
Girl? Who said anything about kids?
So no kids. Okay,
marriage,
maybe.
No marriage? Okay, yeah. Okay, 10 years, yeah, I want to be married. Kids, necessarily, okay, I'm still young. Like, whoa, slow down.
Oh, yeah, 19. Yeah, you got time.
So, me personally...
I'm not knocking the, because I got married when I was 17, so I'm not knocking the choice to get married young or start having kids young, but it's not for everybody. Yeah. Everybody has their own paths. Don't judge.
It's a personal preference for me. I want to graduate from school, like, get a degree. From there, like I can be married during that time, but like having a kids and trying to build your own career and your own life, it seems to be difficult. Like, I mean, it's easy for some people, but me personally, I just don't think I would want to go through that. 10 years, I feel like I want to be comfortable in life, like financially, physically, mentally, spiritually. So I just want to be at a point where I am content with where I'm at, like just 100%. So that's where I see myself in 10 years. Whether there's kids involved in it or not, I don't know. Like,
we'll see.
exactly. Like, we will.
All right, next
We'll
question.
see. Now, the next question is, what is the thing you like most about yourself?
Oh.
I would have to say my consistency.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to say that.
I'm gonna have to say being Muslim. It's,
wow, that's
nah, I'm not even trying to be
totally,
corny at all, but it's like
wasn't expected.
it's the best part of myself. So it's just
Well, look at you.
like all my good traits, you know,
Come
started,
from being a Muslim.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna shoot it straight back to the root, and it's my being Muslim. Yep. Okay. Next question.
Next question is, what is the thing that you do not like about yourself?
Oh. I'm a procrastinator.
Wow. Are you serious?
No, sometimes I go through phases. You know, sometimes I'm super productive and I get a lot of stuff done, and my house is super clean and like everything is bleached, and my walls look like, you know, I don't have 3 kids. And then sometimes
It's like hard to get yourself out of
I don't
bed.
know what dusting is. You know, stuff like that. I don't know.
I think the one thing I do not like about myself is sometimes I'm too blunt to the point where like it hurts people's feelings.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not meant, but it's meant at the same time. Like, just to be honest, it's like I don't like to sugarcoat things for people. I'm just gonna be 100. So in the process, I have hurt people's feelings. So it's not intended like, oh, I'm intentionally wanting to hurt your feelings. It's just that I'm honest and I can't not be honest. So it's like
sugarcoat it for your feelings.
yeah, like I want to be more easy on people. Like when they ask my opinion, I want to be able to like give it to them, deliver it in a more, I don't know, relatable way, instead of just being like, that shirt's ugly, don't wear it, it's terrible, throw it in the trash, like burn it. Like it's terrible. Like I feel like that's probably why I have one friend. Anyways, do you like to read Quran or Islamic science? Who doesn't like to read Quran? Like that's just
the most peaceful time passing hobby
like,
to have. So.
Listening to Quran, reading Quran, just looking at it, like
feeling stressed, having anxiety, like that's the go-to. So
I feel like
anybody that answers that any other kind of way, like almost surprised that you're asking, I feel like that's like a red flag. If they don't go, excuse me, yeah, that's a red flag.
The question, who asks that, like, before they get married? Like, do you like to read Quran? Like, yeah, you're Muslim. It's just something that we grow. Even if a person, like, when they first become Muslim.
It's a trick question.
Yeah, like, when they first become Muslim, a lot of people, because they don't know how to read yet, it's like they find it difficult, so they don't find the joy in it. But it's like, as soon as they learn, it's like this, like, whole, like, thing of love for it. So that's, I don't see how that, yeah, that's a dumb question. Do you like to read in general? Like, who asks these questions? This is what I want to know. These questions. Yeah, I like to read. Duh.
I love to read, but I don't have time to read because I have a soccer team of children. So, you know, when I do get to read, it's Axel and Beast, The Adventures of the Boy in the Robot Suit. I don't know. So
Junie B. Jones.
Yeah, literally, we just read that. So
the B stands for Patrice, but she don't like being called that. Okay,
yeah,
anyways.
so that's what I get to read. But I love
kids'
reading.
books.
Next question.
Are you doing good in your academic studies? What's your grades or GPA? I just want to say this right now. I'm sorry, but I have to say this out there. People today, and I have like learned this, they put way too much power in their GPA to the point where they will make themselves sick. Like, they will probably kill themselves. Like,
not even just GPAs, but they put too much power and, like, obsessions over going to college, period. That's not the only way to be successful in today. So, I don't know why that's such a big thing. Like trades, you know, there's a lot of options. So, it's when people automatically jump to that. Also, I'm grown. I don't have studies. I have children that have studies, and I help them study. So... am I doing well in my academic studies? Yeah, my kids have wonderful grades. You're welcome. Next question.
Yeah, I feel like that's just, I don't even know. like, I wouldn't even ask that question, like, are you good? And, like, no, that's just not necessary. The next question was, do you like what you study, or did you want to study something else? Once again, those are questions that, like, you ask, like, afterwards, like, just to carry, like, just to spark up a conversation, to base your, like, if you want to marry this person off of their GPA in high school, like, that's just...
I wouldn't put that in top 20 questions.
Right?
No,
Like, that's just terrible. How do you spend your day in detail? At work. I have a job.
Yeah, that's a good question, though, because you want to know if somebody's productive or if they're spending 8 hours on the couch watching Netflix.
Yeah, being a couch potato.
No shame. If I'm home all day with my kids, we are binge watching nursery rhymes and Blimpy, I don't know,
I don't watch
orange
good
and
stuff.
blue guy.
I know, me personally, like, I have a job, I go to work, and prior to that, I had 2 jobs.
Oh, yeah, I work too.
And going to school, like, you know, studying.
I don't do that.
Daily chores.
I'm never going to school.
Like, how do you spend your day in detail? I can't give detail. Like, I get up, I pray, I get ready for work, I go to work till 5, 6, who knows, sometimes 7, go home, clean, whatever, help cook, I don't know, go to sleep. Like, you know, you can't really just be like, give it in detail. Like, come on, it's when you have a job, your day kind of repeats itself over and over again.
Yeah,
it's not really exciting.
Pretty.
It's not like we're flying to Dubai one day to, you know, launch something. It's like you're going in, getting your card, and clocking in and clocking out. It's not that exciting. How much do you spend watching TV? What is your opinion on TV? How much do I spend? My TV's on for background noise.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get home from work, I go to sleep. Like,
oh, yeah.
Not trying to be up watching TV. What's your opinion on it, though? Like, I feel like it fries the brain if you watch it too much.
Especially at a young age. You don't want to give them a lot of screen time at all. And if it is, it needs to be beneficial in some way. Either it's teaching them something, or, you know what I'm saying, or making them be active in some way.
Instead of just watching this crap that they have on TV today.
Yeah, it's got to be something beneficial.
Yeah, like a lot of people have, like, limits
now,
on their
for me,
TV.
I watch junk. Because I'm grown, I don't need beneficial.
Exactly.
I'm not growing any further from where I'm at now. I'm just stuck where I'm at, so I'm just gonna watch the junk that I watch, and that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine. You know. But at the same time, like, me personally, like when I actually watch TV, because most of the time it's only for background, literally. So when I do, like, watch TV, I will watch something so random. It is like, I'll watch a documentary. I don't know. I'll watch, like, a random show. Like, it's not something, and then I'll only watch it for like an hour, and then I'll go about my business, because I wear glasses, stare at the TV for too long, my head's hurting, so I don't really can't just, you know, be into the TV. Do you perform the sunnah?
Do you follow the sunnah, maybe? They meant...
Yeah, like, we're Sunni. Well, I'm Sunni. I don't like it. Everyone's
we're
different.
Muslim.
Yeah,
you follow the Sunnah.
I'm
it.
like, cause you know, there's different groups. There's Sunni,
I don't
Shiite.
claim it. I'm Muslim. That's it. I follow the Sunnah and I follow the Quran, and that's it.
Yeah, me personally, Sunni always have been. Like, I follow the you know, lifestyle of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I consider myself a Sunni Muslim. You know, I have nothing against other, like, you know, Shiites. I have nothing. It's just me. It's my own personal preference. So, yeah, I guess you can say I do perform the sunnah. Do you have intentions to wear jilbab?
No.
I wear jilbab periodically.
No.
You wear it too sometimes.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Like, a jilbab is basically like a long dress, like the cloak. Yeah, it's like
yeah.
So
yeah.
Periodically, yeah.
On occasion. And as I get older, you know.
Yeah. Like, right now, I work.
I do a lot of...
kind of unrealistic.
Chasing of small people, so I find the dresses that come to my knee with my pants to be more
easier.
You get a longer stride in your run after the children.
When you have pants?
Yeah, so.
Throw a problem and ask for a solution, a situation, and so on. Okay, so throw a problem, ask a solution. I'm not married, so this is a hard one. You gotta throw this one.
Ooh, problem in marriage?
Yeah, like, I don't feel like I just scraped my
I don't know, maybe, I guess, remembering that the other person has, they have hardships too. Like, you might feel like you're going through something and you're wondering why, you know, they're not catering to you, and why aren't they noticing that you're going through something. Well, maybe they're going through something too. The first step when you're questioning your marriage or your partner should be what's going on with them, to make them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, never be selfish in a situation when you're married. You always need to think of the other person first. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of unresolved problems.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I didn't even answer the question. I don't think.
Yeah, like
so.
that's so hard to like, cause marriage is such a, what is it, a bumpy road. You can't really just throw out a problem and like give a solution. Like it's everything. It's different every day.
You just have to work
like
through
from what
it.
I hear. So it's like you can't. Yeah.
You have to be open to listening to the other person. You have to be
willing to solve the
exactly,
problem.
and you have to admit that you have fault and part of the blame in every problem that you have in your marriage as well. There's never a one-sided blame in any situation. So
that makes sense. Now this is actually a good question. If you were doing something and you discovered that it was against the sunnah, would you change it? Me personally, okay, I'm just being 100% real. There is nothing that I'm doing at this, but just sitting here, everything I'm doing is against the sunnah. That's being 100% real. Now, if there is something like we have habits, we, you know, being raised a Sunni Muslim, there's certain things that we do consistently because it's a sunnah. It's just something that's ingrained in us. Now, if it was one of those things that I'm constantly doing, then yes, I would change it. But right now, it's 2019. You cannot expect. There's not a Muslim I know today that follows all the sunnahs. There isn't. That's just being real. It's being honest. So me personally, if it was something that I'm used to, like one of the sunnahs that I follow on a consistent basis, yes, I would change it. If not,
cat's a psycho.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a no-go for me, so.
I do my best. Inshallah, I do better every day. And that's what I got for you on that one.
Yeah, that's a,
you know,
a tricky one. If you had some extra time to do what you want, what would you do? Do you like doing voluntary work?
I like sleeping. I like napping. Wow. No, I'm kidding. I like getting things done. I always have a mile-long to-do list, so I like to get my to-do list done.
Not working.
Or like if I feel like I've done everything and I don't have anything to do, now I have this like panicky feeling like I need to find a hobby to start right now because I'm not doing anything productive.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's
me personally. I'm always busy. Like if I'm not at work, I'm at home doing something. If I'm not doing that, I'm babysitting with my nieces and nephews, or if I'm with them and I'm just sitting around, I'm trying to find games to play. It's like I'm always doing something. So I can't really say if you know.
Stay busy. So.
I stay busy constantly. It's like I don't have any kids. So I can't just be like laying around doing nothing. I'm always trying to keep it moving. The next question. We were actually at question 21. This is weird.
22 minutes.
Right?
Really
22 questions, 22 minutes. What is the role of deen in your life? What priority does it take? It takes number one priority. Top priority. If it doesn't take top priority, you're not Muslim.
You're not ready to be married.
Exactly.
So.
Like, yeah, it's top deen. Like, that is number one. It comes before all. Like, that is, I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for it. So I can't even say that that's number one right there. Number 22 is, what are the roles of a husband and a wife? Does the wife have to obey the husband? This is the last question. So I'm gonna let her talk first.
Introductory question
to the next video.
To our next video, because we have a lot of things that we want to talk about. The misconceptions of marriage in Islam, the rights that a husband and a wife have, you know, in marriage in Islam. There are a lot of things that are unknown and or not spoken on or misconstrued, or even, you know, non-Muslims, what they think about certain things. Like, for one, not all marriages in Islam are arranged marriages. So we'll go more into detail with that
because this
on
one's
the next video.
It's not just
a hot topic.
Yeah, it's not even like a one answer question. It's like, this is like pages. This is like a lot. Like, once you go into details, like a rabbit hole, once you're in, because there are so many misconceptions of marriage. The whole obeying the husband. It's just
like the women are property, and that's just not.
There's so many details. So that one is going to be left for the second video. I'm gonna just leave, because if I get too hyped about that.
Oh yeah. So it'll be a good one, and we apologize that it is almost a 25-minute video.
Yeah. But overall, I feel like some of those were decent questions to ask. Some of those were very, in my opinion, useless. They're trash. Don't ask those. If you even. Like, come on.
I don't think I asked myself any of those questions.
Exactly. Plus, like, when you're getting married, like, you're about to sit down and pull out a pamphlet, like, hey, I got these questions. No. You're gonna, like, whatever comes to mind is what's good. You're not gonna pull off article, like, you're not about to. That's just
Google.
right.
Google.
That's useless.
What
like,
questions should I be
ask
asking?
the questions from the heart, like what you feel like you want in
What's
your husband
important
or
to
your
you?
wife. Exactly.
Because
So,
different people prioritize different things in their lives.
I don't
so.
suggest this 20 questions. Don't do it.
Yes. If this was a review on the questions, we would say probably just make your own questions.
Yeah, like, just find, like,
But it
what
was
you
fun
want.
to answer
It's
them
hilarious
anyways.
because I feel like some of those were a complete joke, and if I ever personally got asked them, I would probably laugh in the person's face. Like, what's my GPA?
What's yours? No.
Exactly. Like,
Childish. All right, so we'll end that here before we go end up with 30 minutes going.
hey, 30 minutes isn't
So,
bad.
but yeah, we had fun, and
This
as
is
always,
hilarious.
please like and subscribe and share. Please share our videos so we can get more,
Subscribers.
yeah, and more interaction,
Yeah.
so we can get more people involved,
Right.
get more questions, and have more topics to talk about. If you have anything that you want us to talk about, bring up or whatever, just, you know, put it in the comments or shoot us a message.
I like how I did. That's so typical. Like, I put it down to the bottom.
Pointing down, I know,
Right?
right?
It's terrible.
I've avoided it so far, so shame on you.
I
for
brought it
bringing
in, so.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk soon.
Right.
Love y'all.
Bye.